Have you ever felt loved, but only when you're useful? Not when you're tired, not when you're broken, not when you simply needed someone to stay. Only when you're good, only when you're helpful, only when you're quiet, successful, responsible, or easy to love. Spielberg's AI, artificial intelligence, looks like a story about a robot boy, but the longer a film goes on, the less it feels like science fiction. It begins to feel like a story about us. Hi, I'm Jelly, and this is Deeper into Film, where we use cinema not just to understand movies, but to understand ourselves. Today's reflection goes deeply into AI, artificial intelligence, so there will be spoilers. If this kind of reflection speaks to you, I hope you will subscribe and turn on notifications so we can keep going deeper together. AI still hurts because it touches a wound many of us carry, but rarely name. The fear that love must be earned. David is created to love. At first, that sounds beautiful, a child who will love without condition. But look carefully at how he enters this family. Monica and Henny's real son, Martin, is frozen in a medical sleep. Their home is already shaped by grief. David is not brought into a neutral home. He is brought into a wound, yes. And that is where the film begins painfully human. Many of us know what it feels like to enter a space already shaped by someone else's need, disappointment, or expectation. Maybe you became the good child, the quiet one, the responsible one. Somewhere deep inside, you learned that being needed was safer than being known. Once Monica activates David's love, he loves her completely. But his love has no protection. He simply loves. And slowly, that love begins to sound less like wonder and more like desperation. If I'm good enough, they will stay. If I don't cause trouble, they will love me. If I become exactly what they need, no one will throw me away. That is not only David's programming. That is the emotional programming many people carry into adulthood. Yes, some of us did not learn love as rest. We learned love as performance. Then comes the moment the film cannot soften. Monica drives David into the forest. She holds him one last time and then she drives away. She does not hate him. She even grieves, but she leaves. And what David does next is the most human thing in the film. He does not think her love was limited. He thinks, what's wrong with me? What must I become so she'll choose me? And that's what abandonment often does. A child rarely says their love was limited. No, a child says, I must be difficult. I must be disappointing. I must be unlovable. And that belief can follow us for years into marriage, work, friendship, faith, even retirement. So David searches for the blue fairy. For him, she is more than fantasy. She is prayer. Make me real. Make me lovable. Make me something that will not be thrown away. He waits at the bottom of the ocean 2,000 years. He never stops. And if we are honest, many of us have our own blue fairy. Yes. Something we are still chasing because we believe when I finally become this, I will be safe. Yeah. When I become successful enough, healed enough, strong enough, useful enough, then maybe someone will stay. But that is the prison, not the ocean. The belief itself. The belief that your real self is too much and only your useful self deserves love. This is why this movie AI is not just asking, can a robot become a real boy? The deeper question is, why does his longing feel so real to us? But here is the hope. You're not David. You do not have to wait at the bottom of the ocean. Healing does not begin when you finally become enough. Healing begins when you stop and ask gently, maybe for the first time, who taught me I wasn't already enough? Maybe healing begins when we turn toward that frightened place inside us and say what David never fully heard. You do not have to earn your right to be loved. You do not have to become useful before you become worthy. You do not have to disappear in order to belong, and so on. I'm Jay Lee, and this is Deeper into Film. If this reflection spoke to you, please subscribe, turn on notifications, and share your thoughts below. Have you ever felt that you had to be useful, easy, or strong in order to be loved? And if so, who taught you that? Thank you for watching.